Cool. Awesome, Ram. I think, in terms of innovation in IoT, right? I think a lot of innovative products are coming in. Like I mentioned, like IoT merged with AI or IoT merged with, video processing. Now we're hearing a lot about doorbells, which are sort of integrated with IoT cameras, which you can access through your phones, and then you can get live streams on your phone. So there are so many innovative products which are coming out. So, could you tell us a bit about some really cool, innovative products which are come out in IoT, or which probably will come out in some space in IoT in the future or in the coming days?
Like home automation is like a big thing outside
Mm-hmm.
India. Home automation is like a huge thing. Lots of people outside India they take also insurance for the homes and all, and they also install all these home automations like the doorbell IoT cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Or the one other space where the IoT had really helped is your baby monitoring cameras. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you have a small baby who's like a
Mm-hmm.
toddler and they are at home and they are sleeping and all, they might have disturbed sleep, or they might just get up and they might just fall off. And these cameras actually can detect that and send you information on your camera, on your app. So that baby monitoring and your basic, if you look at one other area where the automations have like at least the improvements are coming in quite very well is your CC cameras, the
Mm-hmm.
closed circuit cameras, what we call them as. And you typically, if you see in India, almost everyone now started installing that on like in their house or around their houses to capture something, right? The biggest innovation is coming in where once you install all these cameras, how do you make it a connected device? For example, if I go and talk to my Google Home or an Alexa and tell it, hey, can you tell me on camera if you see anyone moving around?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, nobody has done it, and that is where the majority of the people are moving towards, is saying that what if it collects enough images, processes those images, and identifies who are your people, that is your own family, which it could send, which it could see every single day, right? And then once probably it will ask you, are these people you know? And you say, yeah, they are all these people I know. And anyone coming in new, right? It could automatically, like the camera will take a picture and it can immediately say that a new intruder detection. And then suddenly your Google Home will say that, hey, we have seen someone coming into your gate. Just take a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So the innovations could be many. There are all these innovations are coming into the picture, and what is important is that how do you get yourself geared up? It's not about this applicability of it, but it's more into how do you read the data, how do you like process the data, how do you ensure that the data is very valuable when you are processing it. And these are the three most important. Real-time data processing is what majority of the people are getting into. And big data, or the big data is what they call it. Big data is nothing but huge amounts of data, like gigabytes, terabytes of data. And then you start processing the data, mining the data, understanding it. So that is where the applicabilities are coming in. So the sensors and all that innovation will continue, but hardware innovation at some point would come to a plateau, right? And that is where your software will take it by applicability. What I call it is applicability is, right? You have your baseline hardware and multiple sensors and all, but if you see the applicability of it is very restrictive. Only the big companies, industries come into the picture, or they're very small time people who are doing it. But if you really want to make a good living out of it, or good use case out of it, right? But the applicability part of it is like has a huge playbook for it, and that is where majority of the people can start looking into. And all this IoT stack, what we call them as, has lots of insights into it. To just give you an easy start for this, AWS is Amazon Web Services, has something called as an IoT core. It's like a self-help tool which helps anyone to put any IoT devices. You really don't have to know IoT. You can actually reach out to AWS, or something like a Google Cloud platform also has an IoT core stack. Like your Google Cloud platform, your Amazon Web Services, your Azure services, all of them have these platforms which understands how to read the data from an IoT device and actually place it over there. So that for people who want to build applicabilities, right? That is, like, applicability is nothing but your apps or your tools on top of it. So even those are out of the box right now. A majority of the people are looking towards that one because that gives you a playbook or an area where you can build multiple apps together.